Alright, guys. I know you were waiting for it. This is the long awaited return. The long awaited return of the "is this worth giving McDonald's your money" gimmick. Is this worth giving McDonald's your money? Tendies edition. Alright, guys. Is it worth giving McDonald's your money? Tendies edition. Alright, here's the four tendies in question that they're charging you $10 for. Alright. I gotta say, so far, looking like it could give Popeyes a run for its money. Alright, man. If I'm being honest. Looking like it could possibly give Popeyes a run for its money. Not great. Not great. That was a bad first bite. It has a horrible texture. It was honestly genuinely a bad. It's kind of growing on me a little bit. So far, this is just not even a good chicken tender. But oh, we got honey mustard sauce, by the way. If you don't eat McDonald's honey mustard sauce, there's something wrong with you. Okay, the second chicken tender is better. That first one was absolutely terrible. There was something wrong with that texture of the first one. And for $10, for 25% of the chicken experience to be subpar so far, even by McDonald's standards, when McDonald's is already low quality food, that's not a good sign. Alright? Fuck tariff economy price hikes. I want tariff economy price reductions. Okay? Alright, the chicken quality on this third one here is also questionable. This is, dare I say, borderline slimy chicken. This is, dare I say, slimy, the chicken. Alright, so that's two questionable tendies so far. We're on the fourth tendy now. Alright, the fourth tendy is good. Our fourth chicken tender is not slime riddled here. So that's a 50-50 shot of you getting a slimy chicken tendy in my book. If you go and get the 4-piece McDonald's chicken tendy right now, that's a 50-50 of you getting a slimy tendy. Alright, these are questionable tendies. It's almost like they took the McNugget paste and then just made it into a tendy. It's as if they have a tendy mold and they're just putting McNugget paste in the tendy mold. So I'd say no. If the relating to the question that the video is titled after, is this worth $10? For a 50-50 shot of your tendy being slimy or noticeably tasting like McNugget meat pressed into a mold or something, not worth $10. They got to do better than that. All right, for $10, I want the McDonald's tendy to compete with Wingstop. All right, I want it to be up there with Wingstop somehow. All right, I want Diet Wingstop. When I pay McDonald's for chicken tendies, I want Diet Wingstop. I don't want to play Russian roulette on whether or not I'm going to get a slimy chicken tendy. All right, I want McDonald's to be up there in quality with the people where their whole gimmick is chicken tendies. Alright, people. Wingstop's whole gimmick is chicken tendies. And if I'm paying McDonald's $10 for a chicken tendy combo, I want it to be up there in quality with Wingstop. And Wingstop's whole gimmick is chicken tendies. I mean, Chick-fil-A is hand-breading chicken tendies to order, for God's sakes. And McDonald's is out here having me play Russian roulette on whether or not 2 of my 4 chicken tendies are going to be slimy and taste noticeably like McNugget chicken, like pressed into a chicken tender mold, and then like you get a 50-50 shot of your chicken tendy tasting slimy underneath the breading, and then it's like sliding out of the breading and stuff. This is very disgusting. It tasted like a chicken equivalent of a fish stick. Like, why is the meat slimy underneath the breading? Like, why is there not noticeably not cohesion between the breading of the chicken tendy and the meat underneath the chicken tendy? I mean, you have Chick-fil-A out here breading chicken tendies to order, and you're giving me Russian roulette. 2 out of my 4 chicken tendies are slimy underneath the breading. That's weird. I don't like that, McDonald's. I don't like that you charge me $10 for that. I'm just finishing off the fries at this point. When the fries feel more filling than the tendies, you know harmony has not been achieved and that all is not right with the world. I mean, for God's sakes, can't a man get a 4-piece tendy that doesn't taste disgusting? McDonald's? Is a man not entitled to a succulent 4-piece tendies? How did you know that I'm eating these tendies? Because we all are. We all look for the sustenance provided by the tendy. We all eat the fruit of the tendy vine. I mean, 1X Amy, it's like this. It's like I've been repping the tendy life since time in memoriam. All right, I'm an OG in the tendy department. All right, I'm an OG tendy connoisseur. I've been far and wide. I've been far and wide, one Amy, partaking in the fruit of the tendy vine. All right. I was practically born and molded by the tendy. You know? And one doesn't simply choose the tendy. The tendy chooses them. That's what you got to keep in mind. What, Amy? What you have to keep in mind is that one does not choose the tendy. The tendy chooses them. And I was born and molded by the tendy. Alright? That's one thing that you must never forget about me, is that I was born and molded by the tendy. Alright? And that the tendy chose me. The tendy called and beckoned to me from a young age. Alright? The tendy is practically my primary source of sustenance. The tendy is like my mana. All right, it was dropped to me from above, planted to give me sustenance on this earth. I was born eating the tendy. I was molded by eating the tendy. Alright, I am the chicken tendy. I've achieved a tendy singularity. Alright? I've fully integrated with the tendy and become one with the chicken tendy. These chicken tendies, however, are a pale imitation, a crude mockery of nature's perfection. These mixed strips are a crude mockery of nature's perfection. A crude, soulless mockery of nature's perfection is what those mixed strips masquerading as tendies are. They're a disgrace. They're a disgrace to nature's perfection. That is the chicken tendy. These are pale, crude imitation of chicken strips. Adequately, almost mockingly named mixed strips because they are nothing. Nothing. A crude mockery. Crude mockery is what those mixed strips are. Certainly not worth $10. Certainly not. Absolutely disgusting. An insult to the sensory organs. The best part of that combo meal was the French fries. Alright, I'm out of here.